ti tó ọlọ́run abẹ́ o àsìkò ti tó ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ìgbésọ̀ yìí dọ́gbọ́ àsìkò ti tó àsìkò ti tó àsìkò ti tó Nàìjíríà ti tó pín àsìkò ti tó Yorùbá nation ti fẹ́ máa lọ àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ mọ̀ àsìkò ti tó yé ọba tó bá mọ Ísírẹ́lì nínú oko ẹrú Íjíbítì nígbà tó kún fara ọ̀tán dìde láti gbé wọn mì lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ sí ó ráwọ́ agbára sórí òkun pupa kíyàn tó ilẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì wọn kọjá lọ Olúwa bá wọn dá sí bàbá ìbọn lágbójúlé bàbá tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation bàbá mi dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation Yorùbá nation yìí lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation bàbá tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation bàbá ọ̀fẹ́ dádúró ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation àfẹ́fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ kó ẹrú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá
òjìrè ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wá máa béèrè pé ìdí gan tí a ṣe fẹ́ dá dúró kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà nígbà tí mò ń wo átíkù kan tí mo farabalẹ̀ kà ní ọwọ́ ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí bí wọ́n bá ń wo ó wà ní ìhámọ́ ìjọba à ń gbìyànjú lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ la máa ṣàlàyé nínú ètò tí orí ẹ̀ wá sí orí afẹ́fẹ́ lálẹ́ yìí ìgbésẹ̀ ń lọ a ní fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba ò ní fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ àwa náà ní fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá bọ́ tí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ yìí tó jáde nínú Guardian newspaper I'm sure pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín tẹ́ bá ń tẹ̀lé wa lórí gbogbo social media handles wa the mistake of 1914 in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 1914 òun ló fi di pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní last week Thursday nígbà tí àwọn tí wọ́n rán sí ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa Chief Sunday IGBOHO nítorí ẹ̀ ni gbogbo wa ṣe ń sọ pé tá bá ní ká máa wòran ká ní kò kàn wá ká ní kí ni Nàìjíríà máa jẹ́ fún àwọn kan ni o jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa ilé ò kì í sọ̀rọ̀ èpè lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo aráalé àkí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ẹ̀yìn odi èní ní 8 this time last week ẹlòmíì kò mọ̀ bóyá òun wà láyé àbó òun wà lọ́run nígbà tí a bá ń reflect padà sí máa lọ síwájú lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè kò sí gbogbo tí Ọlọ́run ọba ń ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí sílẹ̀ Kristi òun lórin tí à ń gbọ́ lórí ó sọ ní Ọlọ́run bá wa dójú ti àwọn amọ́niṣe ni ó rò pé àwọn bíi we have a lot of communities all kind of policy they are comfortable with the way Nigerians are living with the way businesses and their own method of how Nigeria is to them. Let's play the anthem and then we continue with the broadcast.
Iṣẹ́ wa sílẹ̀ wá orí. àti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àti òmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtọ̀jàdìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀.
10:06, the 8th day of July 2021. The Yorubas were all in pain, and we remain in pain till now. We remain in pain somewhere in Abuja just because they believe in one thing, that they do not want to be part of Nigeria. That is their crime. That is their offense. Nothing more than that. We have Boko Haram that I can confirm as of today was making life miserable for those living in Yobe State. That is watching Denmark and England, and they end that Denmark is less than 6 million and they have a better life. They love football so much, but they cannot understand why other countries are working, but Nigeria refuses to work. Because to them, the problem is not breaking out Nigeria. The problem is the leadership. But I can tell you, made there was an error in 1914, and that error is the reason why millions of Nigerians dawn on them without knowing why. They can't understand why. Somebody protests, you become a target. Somebody speaks out, you become a target. And we have 12 innocent Yorubas now on the ground cell. I want 49 Tiwoko Nijo Saturday with a peaceful rally that become more bloody because the hands of the commissioner for police, Odumosu, and all his team decide that the best option for them to target the protester was to give them a hard time and parade them like criminals. And everybody thinks this is. In Europe, our international community care about us. Once again, we're going to go straight to the first update from those and that way you can have an idea where we are. It took 1 hour and the whole country was brought on a standstill. Respective kind of crime must he have committed to have been shot in his vehicle and the daughter has been adopted? The Christian Association of Nigeria, brutal force on Igboho, says Nigeria's unity on trial. Is that not what the same thing we have been saying? I've changed the network for those of you on YouTube. Let's hope it get much better. It's just a question I'm asking. We have talked about the unity of this country has failed us, every single one of us, from head to toe, and the next generation does not even understand the kind of problem. Nigeria as of today is in 30 trillion naira debt. $30 trillion òun ni gbèsè tó wà lọ́rùn Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. 30 trillion, you divide that by the, oh yes, it should be stable now. When you divide that by every Nigerian, the network should be better now. I've changed it over. Those on YouTube. We are all owing foreign only. They're telling you that they are making into Niger. If you follow the news on our timeline, I'll give you the name of the individuals that was shot in Enugu, Port Harcourt Highway. I've watched the video, very gruesome. And that means that nobody's safe. Could be a political tone, I don't know. But we shouldn't live in fear of saying you are a Nigerian. How can you be a Nigerian about politics? Oh, if you 2023 election, you are all PDP loyalists. From people that are meant to be well educated, thinking that what we are saying is got to do because PDP lost the election and they are now APC, and then the next candidate should have come from the southwest, and the governors now say, oh, the rotational election in 2023, the presidency should come into the southwest. Do you think that the north even cares about everybody in the south? They don't give a toss about us. They care less about us. And the Tobashi Rock will not have a relationship with us. You must be joking. The legal representative, before we go into more of the details, I'll give the background of those names I talked about that was killed. I haven't completed the conversation of Khan. I'll be discussing that further as well. Our legal representatives have now filed to the Federal High Court a process has now been filed to the Federal Court in Abuja, asking the DSS to produce all the detainees. With this initiative, we hope they will hasten the process so as to get the matter assigned to the court and possibly move our application before the court any moment from now. We understand. If we look at the condition of the 1999 Constitution that has been stored from the March 17 based on the constitutional force majeure, we should not even be saying anything of having engagement with any court process in Nigeria. And that is why the situation at hand (23:10), 8th of July 2021. This time last week, people were mourning. And people are still in pain. But God is in control. Eledumare would not leave us alone. And like I said, the 12 work is ongoing to get them released as quickly as possible. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let's come to the 49 individuals picked up from the Lagos mega rally. We've done rally in every part of Yoruba land without any problem until Lagos decided to create more problem. And Lagos think they can curtail and hold every Yoruba sons and daughters back. Odumosu thinks they've done their best, but they do not understand the consequence of what they are doing. History will remember every one of us. I can confirm that the statement that was released today, and that has also been circulated for the benefit of those of you that might want to read it further. I don't have to go into all the details. The disruption of the peaceful rally for the right of self-determination of the Yoruba people demand for immediate release of the arrested persons from the police custody. The Yorubas are still engaging in the peaceful process, but does not mean that we are stupid. The population of the Yorubas right inside the Yoruba territory is more than the population of the Yorubas outside the territory in the north and in the southeast. So if we were meant to shut down the whole system, it wouldn't take long to do so. So if the commissioner for police in Lagos at the back of their mind think that because a rally was spotted somewhere in Ojota and they've stationed their men there, have they thought about if all these rally was taking place simultaneously across the length and breadth of Lagos State? How would they be able to contain it? Has he ever thought of that? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n tẹ ẹ̀rọ débẹ̀ pé tí rally bá tẹ tábà tẹ give rally pé rally holds in every part of Lagos, regardless of street corners, it turns to be a carnival and we shut down the whole of Lagos. Will they have the manpower for that? I'm asking. Ìbéèrè ni mò ń bi wọ́n. So if they think that because a rally was pegged to be from Ojota, which is just one location, and they've gone with heavy security, armor tank, water cannon, and all sorts, I hope they have enough resources to contain everything of such across Lagos. I hope they have that power and the means to stop it. Because lójú wọn nísìn, àwọn ti win, àwọn ti kó àwọn èèyàn. But work also is ongoing for the release of the 49 innocent Yorubas picked up from that rally. The Yorubas adákẹ́májà ìtàmáṣe abẹ́kùn wọn ló wà. But I'm asking that question again. Can they really hold on to the whole 20 million people in Lagos? Once again, mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí àti láǹfààní àti máa wò wá. Àtọkùnrin, àtobìnrin, àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà a kí yín pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò náà. Let's go into what Khan said. The Christian Association of Nigeria has expressed dissatisfaction with the increased adoption of students, pastors in the country. Khan made the concern known in a statement signed by his General Secretary Daramola Bade Joseph on Thursday. The Christian body wondered why security agencies were brutal against peaceful protesters and Yoruba right activists. Sunday IGBOHO, popularly called Sunday IGBOHO, would shock the next generation. This, as the body also said, Nigeria's unity is on trial, with the leniency shown on criminals and those speaking in favor of terrorists. The statement titled, President Buhari should rescue Pastor Pakbola David from his captors and save the nation from collapsing. Nigeria is already collapsing. You might think it's not going to collapse. Ẹ lè rò pé kò ní wá sílẹ̀, àmọ́ the unity of Nigeria is no longer working. The oppression is so much. The hunger is so much. The insecurity is unbearable. The pain to every single one of us can no longer hold. RIP to Nigeria. Let's continue. 2231. To reverse these, the president should have a change of heart in a style of governance before it will be too late. 2023 is not an eternity. It must stop a situation where pastors are becoming endangered species under this watch. Everyone is now a species being endangered by the terrorists across every part of Nigeria. No one is safe. You might be deceived that you live in Lagos and you think you are safe, because Lagos for you is the most safest part in Nigeria. Or you might be deceiving yourself. Ẹ lè máa tanra yín pé bí mi bá kúkú wá Nàìjíríà, Èkó ni màá máa gbé, mo ní láti máa káàkiri. But do you think that Lagos is safe? It's the question I'm asking you. Ìbéèrè ni mò ń béèrè. Do you think that Lagos for you is safe? Let me give you some of the indexes that Lagos is not safe for you. Lagos is not safe because you do not have 3 square meals on a daily basis. So your life is already in danger. You live in Lagos in slums. You do not have a say in the situation of the governance's operation in Lagos. You live in Lagos without a good quality health care, so your life is no longer safe. Oh, you're expecting me to say terrorists will attack you in Lagos? You can see that you're dumb. You are not safe in Lagos because you cannot guarantee a good welfare system for yourself and your family. O lè guarantee inú Èkó tó ń gbé, whether in Oshodi, Mushin, Ọbalende, Ìdúmọ̀tà, Ajégúnlẹ̀, Ìdí-òro, Sùúrùlérè, Victoria Island, Banana Island, all your profile places that you live, you cannot guarantee that your life is safe. Ladipo market was on fire in Lagos again today for the second time. So who is deceiving each other that you are living in a safe place called Lagos? Ta ló ń parọ́ fúnra wọn? I'm sure those of you supporting One Nigeria, you're just waiting for that one opportunity to get out of Nigeria and live in a clean environment like Europe, America, Asia. That's all you're waiting for. You can abuse from now till thy kingdom come. And those on the other side of the globe can say as much against, but they cannot come and live in Nigeria. Oh, they're not going to live in Nigeria. Forget about them. Anyone telling you otherwise, Yoruba nation will love it, Yoruba nation will answer, kinikan, but what? Within Nigeria, they will never live in Nigeria and tell you that. Never. They cannot exchange Nigeria with the country that they are living presently. Tó ń gbé ní Europe, àwa fi Europe sílẹ̀ for Nigeria, àwa náà fi wá gbé ní Lagos, àbí ibo ló fẹ́ lọ gbé, àbó fẹ́ gbé ní Ìbàdàn. Nigeria, for you and me, we all know, will never work. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Let's complete that statement by the Christian Association of Nigeria. People would prefer to live in Ghana than Nigeria. People would prefer to live in African country than the biggest black nation, as you deceive yourself. The 6th largest crude oil producer, but your life is no longer safe. The wealth does not belong to you. Some of you are only keeping One Nigeria for the white folks living somewhere in Florida or somewhere in the Lebanese or Lebanon or somewhere in Turkey. And what they say Nigeria for you are literally keeping Nigeria for them. But you watch all the football match as it's ongoing right now, and you are so happy to see Denmark and their citizens with their flags. They are happy, they're excited, they can go to the stadium and watch football. But you've never asked, mélòó gan ni Denmark? How many of them? Mélòó gan ni wọ́n? Do you know that Denmark population is not even up to Lagos? But you love the football so much that you cannot see beyond what we can see. You want to have a better Nigeria, but better Nigeria does not want to have you. Now that bandits are being pampered, do you understand what it means? Bandits are being pampered as against you calling yourself a true son and daughter of Nigeria. Ìwọ̀n pọ́n rẹ̀ lé pé ọmọ Nigeria nìyẹn, àmọ́ wọ́n pamper. Even Egypt is better from what I'm reading here. People would rather want to find themselves to Libya and have a better opportunity than the Nigeria that you believe you are a true Nigerian. Fulani has more stand and opportunity than you. I'm not talking about the Fulani in the village somewhere in the forest that wants to kidnap you. I am literally talking about the Fulani man controlling the port authority as against you, the PhD holder. When you see the headline, the best student, I saw one coming out of UI. Very brilliant, right? She would never be given that opportunity in this country. Oh yes, one man know. They'll probably put her underneath an Hausa Fulani man or woman somewhere across any part of Nigeria, and she will be the one to do the work while the Fulani will control from the top. But a lot of you, I'm a true son and daughter of Nigeria, but Nigeria cares less about you. And although they control Nigeria, they are from outside the country. They are just using their proxies inside Nigeria. London Stock Exchange controls so much out of Nigeria. Have you thought about where the refine of the crude oil is coming from? Southampton in London. But you have 4 refineries that the Fulani, Hausa, and their Yoruba counterpart, and their Igbo counterpart, and their Hausa, and the Middle Belt. You never allow it to work. Even if the Senate building can have downpour of rain. And the only offense, tí àwọn méjìlá tó kó lọ nísìn, their only offense is, we do not want to be part of that system anymore. That is their crime. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọn nìyẹn. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kan tó ṣe nìyẹn. Now that bandits are being pampered, money is being made available to them, and highly respected politicians and religious leaders are speaking for them. So rather than you as a Nigerian today calling yourself one true son Nigeria, nobody is pampering you. Nobody is talking about how to make your life better, regardless of your high skill education background or high skill intellectual. Nobody is talking about it. I want your interest. We have qualified Yorubas across the length and breadth of the world, but they cannot use that implementation to help their local government because the political stooge do not believe in you. Some of them are our friends, we know them. Some of them are our families. Kosento ni ore abebi that is part of this political stooge. If you're just joining us, like I said earlier, the 12 people still with the DSS have not yet been released, but every effort is being put together to get them out as quickly as possible. The mistake of 1914. So many people live outside Nigeria, but they are praying for those of you in Nigeria to keep one Nigeria. I laugh because some of you don't even understand what it means to have freedom. Hey, understand it. Tẹ́ bá ń wo football tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, ẹ rí i pé Brent Cross is just one local government out of so many local governments in England. And they know everybody tó ń gbé ní local government here. The whole of Great Britain is less than 70 million. But this is what they love to do more. I'll show you the picture. That's what Britain wants. Business relationship, And when they talk about the business, it's not you, the Okada man on the street of somewhere in Okokomaiko. It is not you, that average Nigerian trying to pull up. It is not you, Iru Okolonwa. They are looking for the big guns, as you can see them in those pictures. You probably have seen it more if you're following me on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. This is where I post all kind of information on a daily basis, because I have said we have literally converted Koiki Media to be one of the media to fight for this Yoruba movement. I'll probably put some of the more little news from around the world. But my focus on Koiki Media is to make sure that our media focus only on the Yoruba movement. These, when you look at all these individuals that you're looking right here in the pictures, to you, they are white. To us, they are nothing. Once again, a very good evening and welcome. 12 innocent Yorubas are still with the DSS. London Borough of Brent knows every newborn baby giving birth to. Kò sọmọ kan tó bá bí sí London Borough of Brent. Níbi tí ẹ ti ń wo football ni mo kàn ṣe kẹ́ understand o. That Wembley Stadium. Gbogbo area yẹn ló ń pè ní London Borough of Brent. Just like Oshodi local government. Kò sọmọ kan tó bá bí síbẹ̀ lálẹ́ tí council onímọ̀ pọ̀ ti bímọ síbẹ̀. Kò sọmọ kan náà tó bá bí síbẹ̀. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa, tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. Britain wants the unity of Nigeria. Bọ́ bímọ sí mọ́ṣáláṣí Jímọ̀ lálẹ́ ìsìn, ó kù sọ́wọ́ òun àtàwọn fámílì ẹ̀. Bó bá dẹ̀ ṣe ń dàgbà sí, a máa wá ọ̀nkú tó máa sọ̀pọ̀tẹ̀, a máa wá àǹtí tó máa ràn lọ́wọ́, a máa wá ọ̀rẹ́ kan tó máa fún ní ìwọ̀nba tó máa fi máa tọ́jú ẹ̀. Bó bá bímọ sí Victoria Island, a máa wá family friend tó wà nílùú òyìnbó àbí family friend tó wà ní ibìkan tí Ọlọ́run kẹ́ díẹ̀. Tó bá bímọ sí Sùúrùlérè, wọ́n á ní wọ́n ní oxygen nínú hospital tó lè fi tọ́jú ọmọ yẹn. Even the trees has dates in UK. Once again, a very good evening and welcome. 12 innocent Yorubas have now been turned to terrorists. But the real bandits are being pampered by the federal government. The terrorists are now putting levies on innocent Nigerians to pay tax. Now the bandits are being pampered. Money is being made available to them, and highly respected politicians and religious leaders are speaking for them. Who truly offended these terrorists? What sin did the people they are attacking and kidnapping commit against them? Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gan láṣẹ? Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gan láṣẹ? Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gan ní àṣẹ? ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gan ni a ṣẹ̀? Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gan la ṣẹ̀? Why should anybody be speaking in favor of terrorists? Go to Ogun State, there is no public hospital. Go to Ogun State, there is no public welfare. Go to any local government in Ogun State. The local government does not know how many children have been given birth in that community. Ten minutes to 11. Nigeria's unity is on trial, and if those running the country are playing the ostrich, there may be no hope of redemption. May God save our nation. That is the statement from the Christian Association of Nigeria. Let me take that back again. What sin did the people they are attacking and kidnapping commit against them? Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo ni àwọn tí wọ́n terrorize wa, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo la ṣe fún wọn? Because of the mistake of 1914, amalgamation. Why should anybody be speaking in favor of the terrorists? We saw governors taking pictures with them. We saw high-profile caliber of Nigerian politicians playing games along the line with terrorists, asking mercy for them. We saw the governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, saying on a national television that we paid terrorists so that terrorists will not have impact in Kaduna. But as at Monday, 150 innocent children were kidnapped in the same Kaduna. We saw the governor saying that it's just a mere business last on. But the Christian Association of Nigeria is now saying Nigeria's unity is on trial. Is that not what I have been saying since last year? That Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. What different from what I've been saying? What different as it from what Professor Banji Akintoye has been saying? What different as George Akinola? What different as Comrade Victor Taiwo? What different as so many millions of Yorubas have been saying? But the Christian Association of Nigeria is now saying, again, Nigerians' unity is on trial. And if those running the country are playing the ostrich, there may be no hope of redemption. May God save our nation. Do you think that God is sleeping when innocent lives, blood are being butchered in the daytime, in the nighttime, in the evening time, for so many reasons that we can continue to talk about? Ẹ̀mí tó ti jábọ́ lẹ́ni pé kò róúnjẹ jẹ ó wà, ìyẹn ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. Ẹ̀mí tó ti jábọ́ lẹ́ni pé èèyàn jáde mọ́tò tó kọlù ẹ̀ kò ní break. Ẹ̀mí tó ti jáde pé wọ́n wá ní last week láti fẹ́ wá assassinate ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé sẹ́ àfẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́. That was his only offense. But the government pampered the Fulanis. I would have expected all the same security agency that came to Ibadan last week to have gone after those that kidnapped 150 innocent children. And you think the God is sleeping somewhere. Is that the same country you want us to keep together? people seem not to be bothered until they are directly impacted by the enemy's violence. But we are the one that is the problem of so many people. Oh, Koiki won a problem. It was gone a problem. That's the finger pointing. Where the real problem is making hunger for millions of Yorubas, millions of Igbo, millions of Middle Belt, millions of Hausa, millions of Nigerians are going to bed with nothing to eat. Millions of people are going to bed with no welfare system. And we have the Yoruba politician, don't wò pé àwọn làwọn smart, àwọn làwọn wà well educated, àwọn làwọn mọ ìgbésẹ̀ tó máa dá fọ́mọ Yorùbá. Èyí táwa ń sọ nísìn is not in the picture. Steps have been taken already, and the steps is increasing on a daily basis to get access, release of those in the hands of the DSS. So if you just join us, I repeat again, the legal representatives have not filed a motion with the Federal High Court in Abuja to compel the DSS to bring to court those 12 individuals in their hands. The 49 people also arrested in Lagos. A statement has been released, and that statement has also been circulated to different groups across the length and breadth of the world. Once again, a good evening to those of you on our Instagram. Good evening to those on YouTube and Facebook. I do not have any personal Facebook account anymore for now. So if you have anyone adding you or you're following anybody on Olayomi Koiki, you are following an imposter, and that is not me. I do not have any fan page on Facebook. So if you're following one and somebody is asking for demands or whatever, I've got nothing to do with that, and that is your own responsibility, not mine. Chief Sunday IGBOHO does not have any Twitter account. All the Twitter accounts created are false, fake account. He does not, I repeat, have any Twitter account. So they won't tell the Twitter account come thinking you're following Chief Sunday IGBOHO and somebody is asking you for whatever. Please take notes on that. You can read the full statement of the Christian Association of Nigeria, as we've already posted that out on our timeline. Let me now take us back to the mistake of 1914. Ìyà 1914 ni gbogbo àǹjẹ báyìí. It might be something long ago, about 100 years. Àwọn òbí wa kan ti lọ, àwọn great grandmother wa ti lọ, great grandfather wa ti lọ, with the hope that Nigeria will be one country that will unite every one of us. But we are the next generation, and the hope is no longer there. Every single one of us had grandmothers, grandfathers. Some of them are still alive from your side. Some of them have passed on. But this belief in one Nigeria, coming back from 1914, amalgamation, that ended after 100 years in 2014. But the international community still want us to remain one unity Nigeria, so that they can have access to our gas, our natural resources, they can control myself and you will then have to apply for a visa to visit their country as well. And people think that Chief Sunday IGBOHO effort will go in vain. It will not go in vain, because it's fighting for the right thing. So many generations have been misled. Mariam. Our great-grandmothers worked tirelessly. Some of them never received their pension after serving the government from the state to the federal. Some of them have not even got access to the pension that they saved during the work time in their role. A government of distrust. A government that have become a tyrant. And the only thing they're scared of is people talking, because we're exposing them on a daily basis. You can ask yourself, the real player of Nigeria knows the game. It does not matter how you pray from out to thy kingdom come. UK, US, EU do not really care about the situation on ground. UK and US will continue to demand you come to their university to get a proper education, as against Obafemi Awolowo University. They will prefer you visit Oxford University as against Unilag. They will prefer you buy the British product as against producing a Yoruba product, because to them, the Yorubas cannot do anything. So it's not about the Fulani, don't dare not answer anything. So if you think it's about our Fulani, don't dare not answer, it is not about them. We are talking about the pains that our great-grandmothers, our great-grandfathers have gone through already. It is called modernized slavery. Thank you very much. By Bad London Blog. Southern politicians are the problem down the south. And so many Nigerians think they can keep one Nigeria for you. You are not keeping one Nigeria for yourself. You are keeping one Nigeria for the international community that knows the drills and knows the game very well. And one more game here, bad Junilo. You are keeping one Nigeria. You think sitting down on the social media will make you rich. That's the thinking of some of the people that, you take vegetation, you don't need, you just want to make money out of it and that's it. That's what they're thinking, especially people that live in a civilized society for 2 decades, where there's freedom to do so many things that can convert to millions of pounds sterling. So, agitation, oh, you will become an overnight millionaire in the night, and then you can spend that same money in Nigeria. That's what they're thinking. They've forgotten about the freedom for everyone. We have all become economic migrants out of our own territory as the indigenous owner of the land. And I hope you're all signing the petition as we've been told to. People were massacred in the broad daylight. And nobody says anything about it. Rather, they are putting blame on Chief Sunday IGBOHO. Ogun State has become a no-go area to set up a business that can operate on the international standard. Lagos State, you cannot operate a business on the international standard. And you have stupid people because a blogger sit down somewhere and think otherwise. And that's where you know that people are already depressed. For those that have the Nina's form, please help us to put it on YouTube. For those watching us on YouTube. You have politicians paying 5,000, 3,000 naira data and then thinking that they can attack a platform in their own thinking because they know that the world has become much more engaged. All the lies that we were told, we have now been able to reveal them. 6 minutes past 11 p.m., 8th of July. We will remember those that died last week, Thursday. And we will continue to remind ourselves that every one of us is in danger. And when you're in danger, I laugh all the time. Every one of us. Thank you very much, those helping us to put the link of the Ninas on the thread. The mistake of 1914. Iye Lanjebai. Àwọn olùtòótọ́ wa, they are living a proper life. But we are living a fake life. Everything is fake. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí akí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bá wa lọ pẹ̀lú ètò náà. The mistake of 1914. I'm going to read a little bit. I'm just trying to pull it out. Is why we are all in pain. Let's go into it a little bit. You can find that column on the Guardian newspaper where I'll be reading from tonight. And it was posted today, the 8th of July. This is where Google Align today. This is the problem. that we all are talking about, but so many Yorubas do not even know. Ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ̀ ìdí tá a tẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ Nàìjíríà. Ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ̀ oríṣi tó ń ṣe sọ́fà. Kí ló dé gan-an tí wàhálà ìpọ̀ tó yìí? What is the pain? Genocide is being done in the southeast, and people think it's about the southeast alone. They are committing genocide and ethnic cleansing on a daily basis. People are missing. No record. Do you know how many people have been taken away in the bush? Don't basu lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Any kind of money. Before we go into that, let me just show you this. This is the pain that a family went through. This was a family, husband and wife, tí wọ́n ṣe láǹfààní àti ní freedom in the hands of their captives. Bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, wọ́n ti jíyàn gbé lọ. The governor cares less. The governor is probably somewhere, whether with the wife or their girlfriends or their family, and care less about the Yoruba man or woman that has been kidnapped and been moved to the forest. These are the wounds created right at the back of a Yoruba woman. These are wounds. That's not about Basu. Only God knows. The Fulani are now using the Yoruba for their lust. Tọ́ba mọ́bìnrin, ọ̀fẹ́ kí àbí ọkọ ẹ wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, wá bá lò pọ̀. Malta population is not even up to 500,000 according to the information there. Malta. Níbi tó ń ná dé, ẹ̀rí gbogbo ààrẹ bó ṣe lé. This was the mistake of 1914. I'm a carnissing, but I'm just showing you. This is what Chief Sunday IGBOHO is saying, that we do not want the Fulani terrorizing our people. I stand with Chief Sunday IGBOHO. But àwọn Yorùbá kan ní, I can't post that on Facebook, I might be blocked. Let me read this quickly. Reno Omokere, hate him or like him. What I do not understand about this Sunday IGBOHO case is this. Buhari's defense minister told us to defend ourselves from bandit and killer herdsmen. Sunday IGBOHO has done exactly that. Now they want to arrest IGBOHO for obeying their own directive to Nigerians. Let's now read a little bit from the Mystic of 1914, Frederick Lugard. Ẹ rántí pé mo gbé yín délé ẹ̀rí. I have just finished reading a book, What Britain Did to Nigeria, by Max Solom, who is an authority on issues that affect Nigeria. Mr. Solom has written several books on Nigeria, including Soldiers of Fortune, Nigerian Politics from Buhari to Babangida, Nigerian Soldiers of Fortune, the Abacha and Obasanjo years. Expectedly, his latest book, What Britain Did to Nigeria, you might want to get a copy as well. I'll be getting a copy myself. What Britain Did to Nigeria. And they've not left Nigeria alone. Anybody with Britain ti fi Nigeria sílẹ̀ lọ́rùn, you are all joking. Britain does not want to leave Nigeria alone. They talk about the one unity of Nigeria. But Britain is only less than 80 million. They are not even up to 70 million. What Britain Did to Nigeria is very educative and informative. The 390-page book is published. You can find out that. I don't need to publicize all that. One of the articles in the book caught my serious attention. The title, which is The Mistake of 1914. In tó fa gbogbo wàhálà tí gbogbo fi ń jókòó tá fi ń bára wa communicate táwọn kan lé bẹ́ẹ̀ allegation. Where is the 30 million? That is the myopic thinking. Oh, they call it all those nonsense, talk by different people. This is where the problem is. The genesis of Yoruba problem is from 1914. But they're not discussing that. The problem, problem, Koiki Media is now the problem. Sometimes I just laugh when I hear all those kind of talk. I just put it to the side. Let's go into it a little bit. The article summarizes what one should know about Nigeria on the amalgamation that took place in 1914. Mr. Solom declared, perhaps no question makes Nigerians disagree as much as why Britain created their country. Kí ni ìdí gan tó ṣe create Nigeria? Kí ni ìdí gan tí wọ́n ṣe create Nigeria? Kí ni ìdí ẹ̀ gan? What is the real agenda that Britain created Nigeria? So a lot of us, thank you very much, Bella Bello, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, somebody's already giving trouble somewhere. I'll catch up with the person. But most of them talking will never live in Nigeria. Not even spend 3 days or 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks in Nigeria. They are more comfortable in their comfort zone and they can talk all kind of nonsense. And they think somebody like me will be poor. We are in to finish this job. And the job will be completed. Like Belijah. Ojú ló pẹ́ sí ni Ọlọ́run fi wá sílẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé lójú tí wọ́n their prayer every day is Ọlọ́run máa fi wá sílẹ̀. Nobody has bugged my phone. Don't waste your time on that. They can't bug the phone. If anybody is telling you that, it's all lies. Nobody can bug the phone. So if anybody's telling you that, please throw that away. Let's continue with that, the mistake of 1914. The mistake of 1914. Colonial. This is the biggest problem. Don't worry too much, Timiola. No, not Timiola. I wanted to respond to Bio Shola. Ọlọ́run ni olùṣọ́ wa, a ní láti worry ara wa too much. If we put our stress that somebody is after us and all that, we will not do what we need to do. We have gone past that stage already. When people say we should start the action, you ask, what role are they playing as well to start that action? We have people sitting down and really wants to know what action we're going to take and all that. That's nonsense. We're not going to come online and be discussing that. We're here to analyze things first. If you want action, you can start that action yourself. Oh, you like to be lower me. If you think you have something you want to do, oh, you can go ahead and do it. From the perspective of the media, I will continue to analyze the problem and the other issues we will leave behind the scene. So if you're sitting here every day, thank you very much, Emmanuel IGBOHO. Really appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. So if that's what you're sitting down here every day, I'm afraid you will not get much from me. Timiola, that has been dealt with. Thank you very much. Let's continue with this, the mistake of 1914. British created Nigeria for business purpose. Okay, you're going too far. Let's go into it a little bit. Once again, if you've joined us, the 12 innocent Yorubas are still in the hands of the DSS. Effort have now been escalated. We've gone to the court, and we have also put in the DSS to bring them to the court, which I'll be updating in the next couple of days. Hopefully, sometime next week. I know it's quite painful. 7 days has passed, and they've not allowed any communication between the legal representatives and their family. Koiki, thank you. Please tell them to start the action. Keep telling them they are informant. I know there's so many people watching, working for different people. When they sit down behind the camera, you can tell. I could tell that the people behind the camera, the majority of them are working for one politician or the other. So, the article summarized what one should know about Nigeria on the amalgamation that took place in 1914. Mr. Solom declared perhaps no question makes Nigerians disagree as much as why Britain created their country. Nigerians looking for deeper meaning of their country's existence may be disappointed to find out that there was none. Nigeria's existence is little more than the outcome of balancing the colonial accounting books. I hope you are following this. And you can follow that. If you go on our Facebook page, you go on my Instagram, my Twitter, my status, you will find this link and everything, and you can read it back yourself. No, 1914 I said, not 1814. It's 1914 I've been saying. The mistake of 1914. Maybe my pronunciation. Do apologize for that. Kí n kàn ṣàlàyé díẹ̀ ní èdè tiwa ìdí tí Britain tó fi kó wa papọ̀ ní 1914 was just to balance in tá a máa pè ní accounting record wọn ìwé ẹmọ ẹni tó bá ń ṣòwò bí ẹ kó lè yé wa báyìí ẹ̀rọ kẹta bá ń ṣòwò nísìn ó pa £1 ní bíbáyìí nísìn ó pa £2 ó pa £3 ó wá rí pé £2 yẹn ó dín níbẹ̀ yẹn ó wá fi balance ẹ̀ ìdí kan nìyẹn ohun tó ń fa gbogbo wàhálà tí gbogbo àjọ ń bára. For those of you on Olayomi Koiki, I don't know why the Instagram keeps shutting down. You might want to join us on Koiki Media that is more stable. Those of you watching on Olayomi Koiki Instagram, you might want to type in Koiki Media and you can see that one is very stable. I can see that people are there. Yes, no, it's 1914, not 1814. It's 1914, not 1814. Chief is fine, that's all I can say. Please do not ask me where Chief is. It's fine, that is all I can say. So I've seen people asking those questions. I won't respond to that, but I'll respond to issues. And maybe in the next 4 minutes or so, we open the phone. I have to bring the broadcast on end at about 12 midnight. We're not going to stay long. Tomorrow, there will be a candle night vigil for those that were killed near Odobabawa Chief Sunday IGBOHO. So if you can make it down there, make it down there if you can. There's also going to be a lot of protests coming up, which I've seen some of the, the flyers that have been sent to me. Let me quickly touch on that as well. So we're expecting a protest to go ahead tomorrow at in New York, also Atlanta, Georgia, Washington, D.C. All this is happening right in front of the Nigerian Consulate Office, Friday, the 9th of July, 2021, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. All the details, you can contact, please contact Prophet Ologun Oluwa, Chairman for America Mega Rally. The number, if you please, somebody wants to help me as I'm saying this number out, the number is +1 803 8461 116. I'll repeat that number again. Prophet Ologun Oluwa is the chairman for the America Mega Rally. +18 03 84 61 11 6. That is the number. Or Lady Evangelist Erioluwa, the deputy chairman for the America Mega Rally, +240 7478 4796. This is coming up tomorrow in New York. Please, go ahead and join them as well. We must put the pressure going, especially for the diaspora. Thank you very much, Bros Odumosu. So let me repeat that number again. Somebody has helped us to put it through as well. So Funti Babawa Prophet Ologun Oluwa is the chairman for the America Mega Rally, +18 03 84 61 11 and 6. And the Lady Evangelist Eri Oluwa is the deputy chairman, +240 478 4796. Those are the numbers. And likewise, I'm aware that there will be, thank you very much, Education with Blemish on YouTube as well. Likewise, there will be a mega rally with the Yoruba and the Biafra coming up on the 23rd in London, right in front of the BBC office. So please put that in your diary. Cherry Bugawati, Fundi Kon, Fundi Meji, we are all angry. What we can only do now is to support those protests, making sure that we attend as well. It is very, very important. So on the 23rd of this month, there will be a mega protest, not rally, a mega protest right in front of the BBC, the British Broadcasting Commission in London. It's very close to Nike, Oxford Street. So you can come out from Oxford Circus and then walk down there. It's going to be happening there as well. I'm aware that there's also a protest that is taking place on a daily basis from the Yorubas and the Biafra at the number 10 Downing Street. If you can make it down there, I think it's about 2 o'clock every day. Please make sure you attend that as well. And we'll continue to update with some of the other protests across the world as well. The London protest is on the 21. There's one on the 21, there's one on the 23rd. So it doesn't matter. We will have multiple different groups. If anybody barely attend, I'm aware of that 21 as well. It is different from the one on the 23rd. I attended the meeting of the 23rd just before I came on air. The 21 here, that one is organized by the Yoruba Nation Awomo Karo Jire Global Rally, London, 21st of July 2021. Hashtag I stand with Igboho. Hashtag I stand with Igboho too. That one, the meeting point will be Parliament Square. You might want to put this number down as well. Please follow me on all the social media handles where we are putting as many information that's got to do with the Yoruba Nation as well. The number, Tebafe make inquiry for the 21st. Emma Mixer, there's a one on the 21, there's one on the 23rd. The one on the 23rd is going to be in partnership with the Biafra and the Yoruba. It's going to be a mega protest right in front of the BBC office on the 23rd. But till London on the 21, plus 44, somebody should help us to put that out as well. Plus 44, 74, 04, 86, 30, 44. Number here again, plus 44, 74, 04, 86, 30, 34. So let me now continue with the mistake of 1914 amalgamation. Thank you very much, those of you watching us on all our platforms. My name is Olamiko Ike, and we're giving updates on those still in the hands of the DSS, update on so many other issues, in pertaining to this as well. I'm not aware of any rally or protest in Ireland. Please, if anybody's organizing one, please do send me information, and I'll be putting those things out as well. But for now, I'm not aware of any of such, gathering in Ireland. But Tibatini Lowo, the rest assured, Magbuino Lamafi. Because I want to take calls, so I'm going to quickly just go through this column, but you can go and read more about it. It's very powerful. Ibita Badele Nkon was answer lopa accounting reason ni what she joined Nigeria together. It was because they wanted to balance their accounting record. I'm talking about the Great Britain then. Okay, in 1900, and what 1900, somebody said, okay, me, I don't tired for you. Okay, if you're tired, somebody say go and sleep, and thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Yes, if you're tired, it is not a must for you to sit down. We have people that are worried about the situation and they want to watch the program. So whoever is tired, you're not mandated to sit down. You can always come back and watch it later. Or if you mean something different, I don't know what you mean by I am tired. In 1900 is when Great Britain arrived into our indigenous territory. Join together. Britain created two countries. Emma Farabale, who are very, very important now. This is where I want us to remain very, very focused. Britain created two countries with similar sounding names. These were the protectorate of northern Nigeria and southern Nigeria. Somebody said 2021, the account is still not balanced because they're not ready to go. For 14 years, Latin 1900, today 1914, it was only 14 years, and they already had planned how they will bring everybody together and mess up our lives, because our lives have been totally mortgaged, and that's why we are all suffering today. For 14 years, these two countries were separately governed by different High Commissioner. Lugard was the Britain's first High Commissioner for the northern Nigeria, and Sir Raphael Moore was his counterpart in the southern Nigeria. ìyá yẹn kẹ́rì bó ṣe ń káàkiri bí ẹṣọ oníwò nímọ̀ Catherine Lalande or whatever her name is. Because I want to focus on this. Yeah, I know you are not tired, but somebody on Facebook said they are tired already. I'm sure they probably want to go to bed. The two colonies had different colonial personnel, legal system, land tenure laws, educational policy, and system of governance. Nígbà yẹn, for 14 years, kó tó di pé wọ́n wá join wa together, everybody was running a different legal law and all that. But something changed along the line. Thank you very much, Mama Funke Giwa. The eventual amalgamation. Ibi tí problem ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni mo kàn gbé wa lọ báyìí, the mistake of 1914. Their eventual amalgamation on the 1st of January, ọjọ́ burúkú lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Ọjọ́ burúkú lọ́jọ́ yẹn. And that's why we are suffering today. Chief is doing very well. That's all I can tell you. 1st of January 1914, ibi tí wàhálà ti dé nìyẹn, was not sudden. Wọ́n ti ń gbèrò ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó di jọ́ yẹn, but ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí. It was the accumulation of a process that, as we have seen, began 16 years earlier. Wọ́n ti ń gbèrò bó ṣe máa join wa together. Catherine Lalande must go. The British colonized had been around long before 1900. Oh yes, that's exactly what I'm about to say here. Wọ́n ti ń gbèrò ẹ̀ kó tó dìgbà yẹn. Wọ́n ti ń pín lẹ́mìí kó tó dìgbà yẹn. So now, táwọn kan bá ní à, hey, I love Nigeria. No, you cannot love Nigeria. It was created by Great Britain. 16 years earlier, with the recommendation of the Niger Committee, although Lugard is credited as being the architect of Nigeria amalgamation, the process started long before he became the Northern Nigerian High Commissioner or the Governor General of the combined Nigeria in 1914. This jolly laughing trading black man, some British account of the differences between the people in the two Nigerians mentioned with their usual poor anthropological insight of that era. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwa àtàwọn Haúsá ayàtọ̀ síra wa, kò ń ṣe Haúsá nísìnyí là ń sọ Fúlàní ti take over ilẹ̀ tiwọn, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà tá a bá tètè gbáradì. That inhabit northern Nigeria are very different from the coastal Negroes, southern Nigeria. And they flippantly describe the northerners as the black face of Mohammedan Arabs with an admixture of the Negro strain, and our southerners as the jolly laughing trading black men. I like Ifaji, I like afẹ́fẹ́yẹ, a lè ṣe yẹn mọ́ tó bá gbéra pò ń lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú nísìn tó o bá careful kó má jẹ́ pé ojú ọ̀nà ní Fúlàní máa ti kidnap ẹ tó bá gbéra lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé àwọn alẹ́ báyìí 11 fẹ́ lọ́dún jẹ́ wọ́n máa ń lọ Èkìtì Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kú sójú títì o. Àsìkò yẹn ti lọ àti wà nínú problem báyìí. Just to finish it up quickly, and we open the phone line just for a few minutes. Although this is the very simplistic summary, others offer a more realistic assessment. Sir George Goldie, tẹ́ bá follow Citizen AY dáadáa, ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Goldie tó ń ṣe kékeré. Sir George Goldie, who advocate the amalgamation of the southern Nigeria, òun gangan ló gbèrò ẹ̀. Lugard kọ̀ wá parí ẹ̀ ni. Goldie gangan ló gbèrò ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíràn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé bọ́ ṣe bí gbogbo àgbà yẹn ti lọ ẹja má fi sílẹ̀. Ìdí ta ṣe ń jẹ̀yà gangan, ta ṣe ń jìyà, ta ṣe ń pariwo a máa lọ àní lọ ẹ fi wá sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká dá dúró. Tó bá lọ wo Denmark tó ń wo football wọn torí bọ́ ṣe ń dán yànmọ̀yànmọ̀ wọ̀ tó 6 million. Kí láǹfààní 200 million tó ò ní ìwúrí kankan tó ṣe fún ẹ. And it's not politics we're talking here. These are the history hidden away from every Nigerian that do not have those information in their hands. And those of us that are giving those information have become a threat to the government of the day. because they know that for every day tabanja can she comparison from different platforms, people will start having that opening eye. Àfẹntílà káyè bá ti kú tó jókòó sínú ìdúmọ́tà tó rò páyé ló ń jẹ, ìyà gbáà ló ń jẹ. O jókòó síbẹ̀ kan ní ìlú Ìbàdàn, o náà ń jẹ o jókòó síbẹ̀, you are already suffering. Tó bá lọ sí UCH, o lè rí quality hospital kankan nílùú Ọ̀yọ́ state tó lè treat ẹ tó bá dá accident báyìí nísìnyí, o máa kú fine ni. That's why you have different charities. Ajáde, o kan lẹ́sẹ̀ o fọ́ lórí o ti sọnù. People have problems abroad as well, but they are being dealt with on a daily basis. Should we open the phone line or should we just read a little bit more? It's exactly 20 minutes to 12 midnight. If you want me to just read a little bit more, Temi, it's quite a long time. Good evening. Daya Razak, thanks for the information. Information is the power. And that's what they don't want us to give you. Lai Mohammed knows. Okay, somebody said, please read more. All right, let's read a little bit more. Sir George Goldie, who advocated, or who Gongonlo advocate for the amalgamation of the southern Nigeria. Tọ́ba southern Nigeria, àwa ni wọ́n sọ yẹn o, àwa ti sàlẹ̀ báyìí, àwa south, àwa Yoruba. Southern Nigeria and the northern Nigeria admitted that the two countries were as widely separated. Government, custom, general ideas about life. Life yẹn ní sílá àgbádùn wọn báyìí. Life yẹn ni ó ti wà endanger. Our life has now become endanger because some of the Yorubas believe that they can still lick the ass of the northern part of the country for their own selfish gain. Nothing more than that. Thank you very much, Adekunle Ade. Thank you, those of you that are still with us watching. Some people want us to come and sit down here. Tell me 1 year, because no, you don't have to say that. Let's continue to give you the reason why we need to come out of Nigeria. And that's what we will do now. We've listened to you. Just to wrap it up quickly, and then we open the phone line. We have different ideas. And now if it be proper life, Awusa Fulani, no, you cannot play that proper life. We will control the life that you live. We want to do mechanized farming. No, they do not want to do mechanized farming. What if my Denonka Kirinile Buburka Jiri? Coloshe Ranch. And if I business and Coloshe Ranch. No. What deport wa money see? To balance immigration and not demo, go to all the embassies across the world. It's controlled by the Fulani Hausas. The immigration department I'm talking about. Forget about the put a Yoruba man there, Igbo man there for the ambassador. Go to the immigration department. It's controlled by the Hausa Fulani. They know what they're doing. Since Britain was aware of the sharp differences between the two Nigerians, the question this writer is saying, why did he decide to amalgamate them anyway? Kini Digongon, after knowing that we have different ideas, we were running differently before. To ba te je pe lawa nba lo southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria. Atima develop, baba olowo se develop lo. But Britain knew all this and they went ahead and joined us together. And now they still want the unity of one Nigeria. Just as the British entry into Nigeria was motivated by economic reason, so was its amalgamation into one country. It did economy. Lisa Dada said they are atlas and they remain atlas. And they sit down and deceive Nigerians with their Twitter handling and say we are doing one business together, and you see one old man that have been licking the Britain ass. Go on Twitter and see those pictures. You will just cry for those that still believe in this country. We live with them. You will not even get a visa for you as a business partner just to come quick for a business show or business seminar in London. But they will rather tell you one Nigeria, but you cannot even get a visa for your loved ones that you love so much. O ní owó yẹn ní UK, o fẹ́ gbé ìyá ẹ wá, o fẹ́ gbé bàbá ẹ wá, wọn ò ní fún ẹ láyè. And that is the same country that wants us to keep one Nigeria together. But go to European countries, wàá rí wọn bó ṣe ń kọ́ ọmọ wọn lé ní every weekend without nobody asking no question. But you working legitimately in UK, you have the British passport. You cannot invite your family without the stress of the visa. And this is the same country telling us one unity, one Nigeria. Fake. But you have Nigerians, the gullible ones, thinking that Britain loves us so much. Oh, Britain. It was all about the economic reason, and that's what the writer is saying here. Read a little bit more. Yes, I'm trying to. The duplication of the finance and personnel in running two separate colonies in the same area was an impediment to the administrative efficiency. The need for the British colonies to be financing made amalgamating a priority. Since northern Nigeria had no coastline and was landlocked, it did not receive custom duties as southern Nigeria did. This disadvantage was exacerbated because northern Nigeria imported goods from the southern Nigeria duty-free, and its cost for transporting its goods to southern Nigeria for export were also high. Since southern Nigeria received custom duties and northern Nigeria did not, a small percentage of custom revenue from the former was sent to the latter. Yet this was not enough to offset Britain's cost of administrating northern Nigeria. They could not sustain it. Northern Nigeria had been running on a budget deficit. When they talk about deficit, they were running on the loss, and they had to amalgamate us together. This is the problem. Our first enemy that we should point finger on every day, whether you live there or you don't live there, is Great Britain. Deficit for 10 years. Won't make a work on the north. For 10 good years, they were not making any money. And you see her running all over the place. Once again, a very good evening. Nigeria had been running on a budget deficit for 10 years, during which time its revenue was not enough to meet even half its cost of administration. As a result, the British Treasury paid grants in aid to northern Nigeria totaling over £4 million. In the 14 years of its existence, this was non-refundable payment. Rather, these loans and were in addition to £865,000 that the Treasury paid to the Royal Niger Company as compensation for revocation of its chapter. Such dependence on the Treasury could not continue. Lugard tried to raise revenue by imposing taxation on the northern Nigeria, but it was not enough. As early as 1904, he argued northern Nigeria is as yet largely dependent on a grant in aid. I feel myself that economy can only be effective by realization of Mr. Chamberlain's original scheme of amalgamating one single administration. It is only in this way that the northern Nigeria, which is its land of other two, can be properly developed, economic introduced into the triple machinery which at present exists. The country, which is all one and indivisible, can thus be developed on identical lines with the common trend of policy. And that is where I'm going to stop tonight and allow you to call as well. Identical line. The identical line now means that Fulani is not interested in the way me and you want to live our life. We want to live a life where we can do things properly. We can run our economy properly. But the Fulani disagree with that. So I am not the problem. The problem was created, and we are only trying to entangle that problem to find a better way forward. And the better way forward is not to sustain what Great Britain created on our behalf. It is for us to entangle it and destroy it once and for all, and we can move on and move a better life. Malta is not even 500,000, and they have a better life. Denmark is 6 million. Great Britain is not even up to 75 million, but yet they can control and tell us how to run our affairs in a population of 200 million. Don't you think something is not right? Let's open the phone line now. Like I said, just for a short while, we pray for those that have died. This time last week, everybody was really in mourning. So we're going to open the phone line, and then we take the calls, and then I can bring the broadcast to an end. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣe dúró dè wá. Those that were expecting me to come out every day and say we will do this, we will do that, you will not get that from my mouth. We will continue to update on the situation of things. We will continue to review things. Ireland is 5 million, and I have a first caller on the line. Hello, good evening, caller, and welcome to the broadcast. Eba, mute the background if you have it on, please.
Yes, motivated. Good evening and well done, Oga Koiki. Mine is going to be short. I've been following you. I've just followed all you read from the mistake of the 1914 amalgamation. And just yesterday, I watched Netflix. There is a very good documentary.
I've watched it as well. The journey of Colonial. I've watched it.
Oh my God! I watched it yesterday. Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? There was never a Nigeria. There was never a Nigeria.
Yeah.
This is just an economic arrangement. We are both different. Even the white people know we are two separate entities.
Yes.
We have to get back there. We can't continue like this. Let it not go at their own pace. We the South, we are at a rocket space. We are a rocket speed. They know. We are rocket speed people, so we need to get back there. One Yoruba nation, and now we're not going back.
Yes.
I'm from the South. I hope my South people are waking up and getting ready to also. Are you going to Ududua or Biafra? Because this cannot go on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Eshigoni. That was a very precise, straight to the point. If you have not watched it, please find time. The Journey of the Colony. I watched it myself. Wow. Is fantastic. Especially a lot of our children must give opportunity to watch it as well. One in Latiwo, it was in details. Just what I read, nothing has changed to that. But we must continue to bring this back up. Our colleague must say, no, because their thinking is still the same as at last year, Journey of African Colony. Thank you very much. Yes, you're right. Bella Bello. Anybody, there was nothing called Nigeria. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, good evening, caller.
Yeah, I really appreciate you for what you have. In fact, I enjoy what you read about the 1914 amalgamation. That is true. And the British did it because of their own selfish, not because of you or I, not because of Hausas, not because of Yorubas, not because of this. It's because of business. As you're saying it and typing it, because of their own business, because of their own selfish. Number one, what does British get? There's nothing. They have nothing. But they survive from every country they have colonized before. So they have one thing or the other. In Ghana, they are gold they are mining in Ghana. Let Ghana tell you, they will tell you their land is there. Because they colonized Ghana. Nigeria is too obvious. Reason being is because of the three countries merged together. They now look for the weakest link which they can control. That is why they don't use Yoruba or Igbo. Hausa is the very weakest link among us. And when they are coming, they have already, conquered the Hausas by this Fulani in that time. So there's nothing, these people are the one go forward. And they have already make it in their mind that they have to conquer. Only thing we should have fight it not been today, but it's better too late than never. That is what we are doing. We should have fight it, even when the Abiola, if that time Abiola we rally around like this, then we should have gone long time. But we don't see it. You don't see, I don't see it. Nobody is now. And now they have already taken most of the position. And they believe that this is the time they can do what they want to. But we, if we stand together, God will give us victory over them. Right. The people giving them problem is Yoruba and Igbo. This thing, British does not want us to divide. Because if we divide, that pot is broken for them. Not. Fulani, they don't want us. That is why they are telling their people that this is their father's backyard, or how they calling it. Because if they can get it, they will subdue all the Yorubas and Igbo. Only this time, we should put it in mind that all these things we read it, it's a history which we have to learn. They take history out of our land just for us not to see. Yeah. But God now, in His infinite mercy, He opened our eyes to think deeper. Is the people enjoy it? We now, which we want to go, we are more than the people want to remain. You see, all the ones saying that, why Igboho is fighting? Why can't you go and sit down? They are 50-50. They are not 100 Yoruba. And the majority of them, their father is a Fulani. It's only the mother is Yoruba. And any of the Yoruba, any of the Fulani children, he may born by Hausa, he may born by Igbo, he may born by Yoruba. Fulani is Fulani. Before they are, even if their father is gone, like Bukola Saraki, maybe you watch or you don't watch it. He said his father is a Fulani and he's going with Fulani. They are ladies, their parents may not say it. But all the children Yoruba born for Fulani, they are going back to their father's land. They're ready to pull all our effort down, but it's we will say no. Yeah. Yoruba my father is Adebiyi. Your father is Koiki. Saraki. Yoruba will need Saraki. Who is Lai Muhammad? Lai Muhammad is 50-50. That is why you see that nobody mentioned it. I now started telling my daughter that you can't see any trace of even him is 50-50 because his name is Lai. Lai is a Muslim name. Muhammad is Muslim name. How you want to differentiate that? No, just know it.
Because of the time constraint. Yeah.
What you are doing is the right direction. Only we have to pull all these people, we pull them down.
All right.
And we should not relent on our efforts. All right. As you are reading it, it's coming into our heart. God should open our eyes to next level.
Thank you very much. That is a very brilliant one from one of our mothers there. Thank you very much, my brother Akim Khaled D_Dream for the super chat. And also you said, you're making an exemplary contribution. Keep it up. This is what the government does not want everybody to know when it comes to information. We are living in a world of technology. At the press of the button from here, people are watching from around the globe. Let's go straight and take more calls because I love your contribution as well. I'm mute background and let's do it as quickly as possible. I'll give a bit more room because I know it's coming up to 12, but I'll allow a bit more call. Hello, caller. Everyone's okay.
Hello. How are you? How are you doing today?
Very good. Very good.
Thank you for the job that you are doing.
Let's give thanks to the Almighty God. We appreciate everyone as well.
God bless you and protect you guys.
Amen.
The Lord that set you free, that did not let you be there, God will be setting you free.
Amen.
My advice to, Chief Sunday IGBOHO, I give some up to him. But the only thing, the truth is always bitter. When we come inside, when we frank ourselves and come outside, we are telling ourselves the truth. A man has done wonderful job, but if I were in his own shoe, I would leave these people, because they are all betrayers. I'm not living in Nigeria, but my father, my mother is from South.
Born
of Yoruba. Then I will never be forced to believe about. But once she said, then Yoruba, more key journey. When you show what you share, but one better than one job. There's a person that says something, I just talk about it. People are not abused. But that day, believe me, I said to myself that this man doesn't need to live. More than one bar. Because I want to support my children and he come in on my Sunday or joy, he come in on my Sunday. So I beg that man in the name of the Lord. I tell you, Lord, you don't do this more nearly. I'm very because people are so bad. And they just be up when you just right. Because they want to live, you know, go to it, pay by over just how you come up one last sorrow. That's bad. Please tell the man he should look for the way I just get out of that country. I'm going to meet his family. Don't touch him, don't touch him more. My mom wants you down. You see, continue to fellowship with my mom. The man should leave them alone. That's my advice to you. I know you guys are doing it right. But not just they are mad, just do what they are doing. So I get irritated that these people is fighting for you guys. You are blaming the man. I want you on fear. I can't be. What they destroy what to do yet. You know, I think you know. I want to go to you and say, "Wow, you go and see you." So that's
ẹ ṣé gan màmá wa àmàrí yín bá mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá wa alálùbáríkà tí ẹ̀ ń dá sí gbogbo ètò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń pèsè bíbá náà lẹ́ ń lọ sí títọ̀hún tẹ̀ ń bá wa dá sí wọ́n ní ọgbọ́n lọ́gbọ́n náà la fi ń ṣọgbọ́n gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ náà and take note and take advice you know we take a lot of corrections as well so many people expect especially at this ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń pè wá ẹ ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀ they expect that when I come online now I will start venting a lot of anger and then I will pour so many things out. That is not going to happen. As we continue with this movement, we will also become more intelligent, more wise, based on book advice. But what I can say is, Yorubas are not going to back down. I, myself, is not going to back down. And if you're expecting Chief Sunday IGBOHO to back down, hear it from my mouth, he is not going to back down. And I can confirm that as well. Go ahead, caller. Good evening.
God bless you. Baba Mikoiki. You are a father. Baba IGBOHO, Baba or Baba ni. A share Goni. I want you more yìí. Wọ́n oríṣiríṣi mi ò mọ tọ́pìkì torí mo wà níṣẹ́. À ń ṣiṣẹ́ mo ṣe 12 hours for 4 days. Èmi 16 hours ni mo wá ṣe. Another 16 hours ni mo máa ṣe. So I don't have time. Tí bá gbé Facebook dání kò máa sọ̀rọ̀ ni. But gbogbo awuyewuye tá à ń gbọ́ lèmi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Just permit me for some minutes. Sherry, mo ń gbọ́ gbogbo kan pé kó ìkíkówó jẹ. And èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan tó mi lọ́la Agnes, I have been an accountant and mo mọ rírì expenses. Mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ níbi tí expenses wà dáadáa. I understand all what you are doing, and many of us understand what you're doing. And the one person must have any Zoom meetings in about one. It is 1 billion people. I will stand up and tell them, Koiki Media, when this guy is collecting money, the media needs your support. One say one Koiki Media we are my Torogo. Now to Torogo, I don't know yet Koiki Media story. I don't know, but I will not receive news. But news it's not free. This news is not free. L'Amẹ́ríkà ní gbogbo àwọn mídíà tí wọ́n ṣe ń gbowó káàkiri nìyẹn. Nípa ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ẹ̀yin àti bàbá IGBOHO, ó kù ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ó kù Ọlọ́run. Èmi fẹ́, even if you get some money, if IGBOHO needs money, give him some money, give him out of the share. If it's something you can part with, we all have to be generous assets. But we pay one person, people again, go fake, commit blunder, because when this guy is asking something for this money, he always say, this money is for the media needs your money, the media needs your support. There was a day tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Koiki Media, tí àwọn ọmọ mi àti dáàdì kan sọ pé, ohun ẹ̀ máa ní mo gbọ́ yẹn kẹ̀, wọ́n pè mí immediately. Wọ́n ní ṣé wọn náà wà ní Koiki ni? Mo ní látọjọ́ tó ti pẹ́. They contribute to Koiki Media too. I don't know. Wọ́n ní bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tó fi ṣe àti ọ̀nà ẹ̀ lẹ̀. Ṣé atẹ́kùn làwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ máa, àwọn ìyàwó àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ máa gbẹnu sí ni? This money, and you more be expected, but what I love in you, what I love in you is your steadfastness, your focus. Women, you didn't even look at the noise in the market. Let 1 billion blogger, let them blog you. Just continue to be focused. Ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ kó ní impact that made you to be a force to reckon with in this movement. Kò ní padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Bàbá Àgbòho ní òkú gbàdúrà fún bàbá Àgbòho. Àyùsù àti gbogbo yín tí gbogbo àwa bíi amọ̀ tá a bá lè máa fàdúrà rọ àwọn pípọ̀ lọ́wọ́. They are not saints. They are just saints. But in any way that you can help Baba Agboho, try and do your bit. That's what I will tell you. And push them. I knew that what toilet one in emergency care unit in Moba. But toilet was more sorrow. God bless you and love you to the moon and back.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your focus.
Thank you very much. Let me say the mistake of 1914. In we have 12 Yorubas that should be in their house. Their only offense is pay. We do not want to be part of Nigeria. And they were telling that. I mean, the government does not really have to be. We're not fighting the government. We are telling the government that some section of Yorubas does not want to be part of the Nigeria anymore. And there's no crime on that. But as you know, this is the kind of a country that those kind of words is not something that the government wants, because it will open the heart and mind of people. Let's go to South Africa, where we have somebody waiting on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello, Ekale, Kushe Takuntakun.
Ekawo sórí ètò.
Shalom, Abu Olorun tó ní kuma, a máa wà ní orí yín.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àwọn èèyàn bí òní iṣẹ́ lórí wa o, àti bàbá wa Sunday IGBOHO náà Kushe Takuntakun. A máa fi ṣe ẹ̀ṣọ́ èmi kàn fẹ́ kí yín ni. But ẹ wo mẹ́sẹ̀gì yín, ó ní mẹ́sẹ̀gì kan tí mo send sí yín. So a máa ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn òtò. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ ó wà very very important. Mo ti sẹ́lẹ̀ láti fi jọ́ mẹ́rin bọ̀ ẹ̀ tí wò.
Let's take just few more calls. As you can tell, it's quite a lot of long day, especially with the nature of what has been, what we've been doing. So I can't stay too long as much as I'd love to. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Okay, about increase volume your there, please, because I'm going you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
For some time, I've been trying to get on to you on this program, but I'm your follower. I just want to appreciate everything you've been doing concerning this agitation.
Thank you very much.
And I appreciate one thing that you have kept doing, and that thing is your focus. I want you to keep that focus, please. God that has been backing you will never disembark from you.
Amen.
Those people that are talking here, left, right, and center, just allow them to be blab. To me, it's just blab. They are just blabbing. And I know that one day, they will come with that mouth and use that same mouth to apologize. As regards the agitation, please, I want to put it to be here that our own individual will to be free is the solution to the problem that we have. Most of us have not really stood up, because now that our father, Sunday IGBOHO, is somewhere now, I believe that this is the time. These people have agenda. These Fulani, they have agenda, and their agenda is what Sunday IGBOHO has become a threat to, and that is why all these things are happening is a big threat to the agenda they have. They don't want to relinquish the power, and they are looking for every means. Even the Chief Bola Tinubu that is thinking that he wants to do. Look at what is happening. As of today, what I read, they still kept him at bay. They are not even putting him in the light of what is happening. But that is not my own problem. If you like, let him run up and down. But these people, Chief Sunday IGBOHO is a threat.
Big one.
Their agenda, that agenda is colonization of this country. They want to keep that thing to themselves. And I know that we'll get to our destination, either they like it or not. But we have to keep focus. We have to come out. We have to develop an individual zeal to get ourselves out of the shackle of these people. God will bless you. As you have been steadfast in this thing you are doing, God will continually bless you and your family.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll take 3 more calls. This is the first one coming, and then I'm going to wind down. Emma Binu. I'll try and start a bit early tomorrow so that we can get more engagement as well. So I'm just, this is the first one. Let's see if this one gets through. Okay, I think this one is in already. Hello, caller.
Hello. Hello, ni oko ike. Ọlá wà pẹ̀lú àwọn.
Àmín sà.
Ẹ̀kalẹ̀ Ọlá wà pẹ̀lú wa.
Àmín sà.
Bàtà láti ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà.
Emute background yẹn pátápátá ó ń padà sí ilé.
Wọ́n dún kọ̀ fẹ́ sọ Ọlọ́run as friends wa.
Àmín.
Gómìnà àti àwọn ọba wọ́n mọ̀ pé mo tó bá ṣe fún Sunday IGBOHO wọ́n ń gé ìyẹ́ àwọn gangan fúnra àwọn gangan ní tájẹ̀ tó fẹ́ wá bá. Ó dà pé kò yé òye wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ń gé ìyẹ́ èèyàn pé báyìí tátọ̀ bá máa sọ èèyàn kò ní rí ní alágbára kọ́kọ́ tó máa sọ̀pọ̀tò òun èmi máa mọ́ lú àwọn ọba yìí o tó ń rí kọ̀ọ̀kan sọ ẹ̀tọ́ Ọlọ́run as friends wa máa pè yín later ó ní kọ̀ọ̀kan tó lè sọ fún yín later.
No problem, sir. All right. Thank you very much. All right, sir. Let's take the next one, and then that will be one more after that. Okay. Emma Bino, it's been a long day as usual. All right. Call is just jamming. Okay, I think this one is in. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, it's not connecting. All right, let's take another one. All right. On jam around here, it's quite a lot of the calls keep. Hello.
Hello, Kogi.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sir.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o. Àwa wà ní òkè àwọn ti wà lálẹ́ ṣíjà. Àti wà ní 7. It's so sad gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ so far. Nípa àdìgbà tẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yìí wọ́n sùn. Mo ní máa sùn. And thank God I still met you on the program. So I've been following a few videos and points, being done by some of our leaders. I still call them our leaders. And what me have concluded, what I can, deduce from what is happening is these so-called, KBACs and some leaders is that they try 2 things, like a double-edged sword. They try to assassinate IGBOHO. So if that had worked, they would have been at peace. And if it doesn't work, they will put him on this situation, or in this situation they've put him. And they believe that he might be worried, okay? And that he wants that to speak with those people in Abuja, okay? And they want to negotiate. I've heard one of the kings saying, I think Olugu or something, saying that he granted an interview in Pidgin. He said he believes in negotiation, okay? So what that means is that, okay, and now he said nobody's happy to be declared wanted because you're not going to leave okay. We all understand. I understand what he was saying. So what he was saying is, okay, if he's coming back to us now to say, let us tell federal government or whoever in Abuja to remove wanted on Chief IGBOHO's name,
So that will mean that it's going to be a negotiation. Okay. So this is the second edge of the sword they are working on now. Because this is what they did initially by calling him behind to say, look, back up, from this struggle. But now they've declared him wanted and it's coming to negotiate that they should remove wanted on his name. Then it's going to be another negotiation. And this is where my worry comes in, because if you see all of these protesters going to the palaces of these obas, this is what they are. This is a game plan that is playing out in their favor in a way, as far as I'm concerned, And the reason I'm calling on this program is to say that I don't see them to be of any help in any way. Because their negotiation is going to come back to, okay, they've agreed to, maybe in a way they're going to repair your property, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, but you still have to back up. You still have to back up on this struggle. So this is where I'm thinking, why do we need to go to all these palaces to start, begging these people to talk to the federal government? Because they're going to be negotiating on what they have agreed, what they have planned. So this is where I'm going to drop it. I believe that Chief Sunday IGBOHO is not going to back up. I stand with him. I'm praying for him. And I don't want to start talking about what needs to be done. I want to believe that strategic plans are going on, and I pray everything works out in our favor at the end of the day.
Thank you very much.
I pray that we get to the promised land by God's grace.
Amen.
Have a blessed month.
And this will be our last call if it gets through. Whatever calls I pick now is the last caller. It's going to be random. It should come through. Whoever that is will be the last caller. And I guess we have somebody on the line. Any last caller? Okay.
Okay, quickly. We are all behind Apelo Colon on the Dadron in Walla to one bit. People ask so there's nothing to negotiate with these people. Apelo Colon, we people in England, at least every day now we do rally in front of Daniel Street.
I'm aware of that.
Yes, at least I was there here today. So that's going on. It's two things I just want to quickly chip in. First thing, quickly we discuss about this thing. I think we still have to do more about our higher institution. In our higher land. And at least maybe pamphlet, let's take on realize because majority of those who have this thing, according to statistics of our population, 75% are those people in age of 35 below. You understand? Even in the minority. That's for one. Another thing, spiritually, the problem that generally airport to select any apart to Banshali, what about for duty pay? Our leaders were, although great, but our majority of the beginning only to select all added to go law. To the Katanja, it's not only about physical, it's more having spiritual on that too. So if you can walk a
okay.
Because I want to show you my back on but don't put it to be a to be found in what you realize. Because one may put your broken in order to tell you. So you look at Kashelo in your school. You look, I won't come here with the part of the solar belly. You know me very well. So that
momentum, sorry.
We are getting shift. On my work alone. On due to duty. The duty will lie. Could they need to do Yoruba? Because I couldn't know you. I want you back go know it. Look, potentially our
Thank you very much. Ẹ má bínú, mo ní lè gbé ìpè kankan mọ́ níbi tí ó dé báyìí because it's exactly 18 minutes past and I'm sure a lot of you also want me to make sure that health-wise I get enough sleep. I've not slept, just like so many of us. So many of us, just like myself, have been affected since last week Thursday. Afento Banshee, Eleanora. Like I always say, I am not the toughest. I am not the smartest. I am not the most intelligent or the boldest. But on this movement, I will not, and I'm not ready to back down. I'm not scared. I've said it since last year. Generation will come and face tougher time. And I'm already part of that generation that is speaking out. My heart is with those that have been kept at the DSS. But we will do whatever necessary to get them out. We must not be derailed. And we must not allow that to pull us back. God knows better than us. Elédùmarè, ó mọ̀ jù wá lọ. Regardless of your faith, we expecting something of such, but maybe not now, maybe now. What did I say? A lot of people say we need action. If you look at the trend of the movement from last year, it has changed drastically. It has changed from whatever you might want to say. I remember when we started last year. It has changed. But the bit of the action that everybody is asking for, time to action is not bad day. We'll be talking about development or how to then start things going. We need to give thanks to the Creator, whether we are Christian, Muslims, from our tradition. People have right to say whatever they have to say. We will leave them to say what they have to say. But that must not derail the movement. It is a movement, as much as we call it agitation. There was a mistake in 1914, as I'm wrapping up. And that mistake is what we want to rectify. The politicians might disagree with us. Some of them might be aligned with us and they might not say. But the average Nigerians do not even understand what is happening. They are completely lost. They are more asking for 3 square meal. So I think Nigeria, kí ni kan wọ́n pẹ̀lú yẹn? Ìyàn sọ pé bí ń pa òun, ẹni a fẹ́ pín Nigeria. Ẹ ti rí pé ó difficult. Nigeria is the capital poverty of the world. Ìlú tí èèyàn lè jẹun ẹ̀mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ òun ní Nigeria. Ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ àwọn tó wà nílùú òyìnbó tó ń support àwọn tó wà nílé lọ́tùn lósì. We will not be relented. It's a tough time for so many Yorubas. We will not negotiate on your behalf for nothing more than asking for Yoruba nation. Nobody's going to sit down anywhere and negotiate something different. It has gone past that stage already. Not even our kings will negotiate on our behalf for another mistake that we've gone through. About our grandparents that died coming up to 90s. That is almost 100 years of the amalgamation. As I'm winding it down completely now. I'll be quick for tonight. Ọlọ́run ọba olódodo. Olódodo tó ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Ó ní òun ni olódodo. Àná òun dẹ̀ rẹ́dì láti fi wá sílẹ̀. So, gbogbo ẹni tó bá wá rò pé Ọlọ́run máa fi wá sílẹ̀, ẹ máa rántí pé òun gangan ni olódodo tó ní òun ò ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Ó máa dàbí ìgbà tí kò ní wáyé. Yorùbá nation máa wáyé nítorí pé ojú àwọn èèyàn ti là kọjá bó ṣe yẹ lọ eléyìí ń ṣe darkness tó kó wa sí for 20 years of this democracy a ti lajú àwọn èèyàn kọjá bó ṣe yẹ lọ a ti wake àwọn èèyàn up a ti wake spirit up. A ti create energy across the globe within the Yorubas to tell ourselves that yes a gbọ́dọ̀ dádúró ni so kíyàn kan ṣe wá jókòó síbi kan kó wá ní òun máa criticize wọn òun máa knock wọn ó ti late ọba olódodo ni kò ṣe parọ́ fún whether mùsùlùmí ni ẹni kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni ẹni oníṣẹ̀ṣe ni ẹni. We have exposed the international community àti lajú àwọn èèyàn ti rí wọ́n ti mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Election has never worked in any favour of anybody. So ta ló fi wá gbọ́rọ̀ election dé nísìnyí kó máa sọ pé election ló máa solve problem tó wà nílẹ̀. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa ká túbọ̀ fi gbígbàdúrà olódodo ni olódodo ni. We've wakened the minds of the Yoruba and they are not ready to fall back. Freedom is not free. I know we're going to fight it out. I won't back out from saying that. But we will put our minds and hearts. Anytime there is action. Ó máa wáyé kò sọgbọ́n ẹ̀. Ìjà ló máa parí kí ní tàgbé dání. And on that note, I say have a very good night. My name is Ola Yomi Koiki. Let us remember to come out of Nigeria might not be easy, but we would make it easy when the time gets closer. Tọ́ba náà rí ìnímújẹ ẹ sọ fún wọn pé ọ̀la wà níbẹ̀ táwa náà máa ṣe kí ni ká máa mú lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àlàáfíà ni mo fi wá sílẹ̀ àlàáfíà la máa bára wa ní ọ̀la lágbára Ọlọ́run. Have a very good night. Iṣẹ́ wa fìlẹ̀ wá orílẹ̀-èdè wa kàgbéga fàlẹ́rí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ òdà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́.